All right, thank you for coming back with us today. This is day 3 of 4 days of competitions. This is the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive, and right now you are watching the very first few minutes of our Open Women Qualifiers. It's a slightly different format that we are adopting this year. This is what we call session format. So Colin, what happens during the session format?
So the climbers have a total of 8 routes to do, and in the one detail, they have 1 hour to complete as much routes as possible.
That's right.
And ranked first on the number of tops, number of flashes, and if you see on the walls, there are 2 different type of blue tapes, so they're ranked by bonus 2 and bonus 1.
Okay, that's right. So bonus 2 is slightly higher up than bonus 1. Climbers are ranked on flashes. That's slightly different from before. So the flash attempt is truly the only attempt that counts here. Therefore, if you do it in 2 attempts or 200 attempts, it's still the same.
That's right. So the climbers have to think hard and work hard before they get onto the wall.
That's right. In this session, plenty of climbers from NUS. From NUS, we have Rachel Lee, we have Patrice, Alicia, Dana, Janice Tra, Jovin Fu, Janice Lim, Tan Juanmin, Su Fen. And from All Sports Equipment, from Indonesia, we have Nadia. From Kinetics Climbing, Vanessa Ting. From Climb Asia, Xu Li Ting. From Nanyang Polytechnic, Iris Lee. Feng Wei Ling. Samantha from NTU. From Z Vertical Climbing, Pangkeu Plai Pulsup and Pratana Raksachat. From SP, Singapore Poly, that's Debbie Nyo. Charmaine Lai from SIM. And from All Sports Equipment, Beko Ahmad, Fitri Hartani, Dori Fatus, Shafia, and Dian Novi Tasari. And I believe they're all Indonesian climbers. I believe they're all here in Singapore just for Boulderactive 2016.
That's right. The big spread of climbers from all around the world just shows the level of climbing that we have here today with us.
That's right. This is the elite category, the best of the best around the region, and locally our climbers are in the open category. Over the past 2 days, we've seen the novice and intermediate category. This is the open category, so the routes that you see on your screen right now is way harder than the ones we've seen just over the last 2 days. That's Debbie on the left side of your screen. She is going up on women's route 2. She does not make it to the first bonus. But we're seeing plenty of tops this afternoon. And then we've got Patrice now on problem number 2. And our climber on problem 4 seems to be in a bit of a sticky situation. She got there to rest, but now she's got a bit of trouble getting out of that rest position.
She reaches out to the bonus. Nope, not yet. Close. She gets bonus 2.
And that's an end.
Easy top for her.
Jovin on problem 2, and on problem 5, that's Janice. So Janice Lim Lim, as we call her, she's got 1 bonus already.
She misses it. Jovin on problem 2, still trying to figure it out.
Yep, that's Jovin on 2, and Xu Li Ting on problem number 8. I don't think anyone has completed that so far. Let's see how she does.
She's quite stable in the volumes. Should be able to
She needs to match hands there. Oh no! And there she loses her flash attempt. But climbers have 1 whole hour this session, so they should really pace themselves.
Don't get pumped out too early.
That's right, we have a total of 2 sessions this afternoon for our open women qualifying category, and a total of 47 climbers. So 2 sessions, that is. And they have an hour each session. We're looking for the top 20 to proceed to our semi-finals. That will be early tomorrow if you want to join us here on YouTube, or come down to Funan Digital Live Mall, which is where we are right now, coming to you live. Another route that hasn't really been attempted, that's Vanessa Ting up on problem 3. She reaches one hand out to the final tile, and that's a send for her.
And on problem 4, we have
Rachel Lee, who's climbing despite a sprained ankle.
she's really fighting very hard to get herself onto the volumes.
In fact, she sprained her ankle testing the routes for the other categories, so you know that's a lot of
that's dedication, right?
that's
there.
dedication. That's right. She's got one hand on the screw on at the side wall. You can see
bonus
now
2.
that's bonus 2. It's a foothold there. She's just spotted it, and she tops it very easily. Very nice.
Nice one.
She's going to have to fall, but she doesn't want to. She's gonna down climb. All right, there's I think an Indonesian climber. That's
Bako Ahmad
yes,
from All Sports Equipment.
from All Sports Equipment. She's on the teardrop volume right now. Very gingerly goes up to push against the last hole, and she does get it. Oh, our girls are really, really strong. I don't think our route setters anticipated that.
These
but,
are, after all, our elite women climbers, the best we have to
That's
offer.
right. But we'll see how many of them can flash all 8 routes, because that's exactly the top points that you can achieve at this qualifying round, to finish all 8 routes and to finish them in a single attempt each time.
Now we have an NUS climber, Patrice, on route
I think
number
left
3.
and right of our screens, both
Ah.
NUS climbers, Patrice and Janice, on routes 3 and 4 respectively. Oh,
That's so close.
it just really demonstrates how, you know, every little bit of movement can either get you to the top or throw you completely off the wall. Another climber from Indonesia now in a very nice bridging position, ends it, and she's so happy. So our climbers in this open women qualifying round have 8 routes set by both NUS climbers as well as our guest route setter, Florian Ascoffier. I can't say that very well. He's French. And it's his second time in Singapore setting for a local competition. 4 years ago, he was here for Gravical 2012. That was at City Square Mall. And I don't remember which route he set. I have to ask him.
For this competition?
Oh, wait, I think it was the last one.
Yeah, I think
The
so.
extreme right one that Li Ting was unable to flash. So Iris now on problem number 7. So Fatty Pinch as the bonus, the second bonus. She's got one more Tron disc before the last blue end
Sloper.
ball tile thing.
Come
She
on.
needs to really commit. She'll have to really stick that sloper. Plus it's on somewhat of an incline. This session format is really very, very new. We are actually adopting it from the North Face Cup in Japan. And it's great because for the first time, open climbers can actually climb with friends. In the past, they used to use the rotation format, so they had to come out one at a time and climb really just them against the route in front of them. Here, they're not just allowed to speak with people in the same session, but they're also allowed to go to any route of their choice in any order. And they can spend more time on one and less time on another because 1 hour is really a lot of time. As I said earlier, they should be pacing themselves. But I do anticipate some climbers being done with all of these routes by like, I don't know, half an hour maybe?
Probably. Some of the climbers are looking very, very strong today. But do not be easily fooled by them. These climbers are very strong. The routes are no way easy.
That's Janice Chua on problem number 5. She hits the bonus but does not get it. You need to actually have a strong, stable hold on it for the judge to award you with a bonus point. From All Sports Equipment Indonesia, Dorifatus Shafia making her way slowly up problem number 2. And we also just saw a top from Vanessa Ting on problem 5.
Another top on problem 7, sorry.
7, yeah. Okay, Dorifatus makes it to bonus number 2.
She's taking it slowly.
That's right. I don't think our climbers have a time limit on the individual routes or attempts that they're on.
Nice
Tops
finish.
it. Wow. So the other Indonesian climber earlier actually had to stand up. She couldn't reach the top tile. So it does pay to be longer than your competitors sometimes.
Yeah, it does. But of course, if you're short, it doesn't really disadvantage you
Correct.
on all routes. Our route setters have taken into account our climbers' height and span.
That's true. You won't set a route that is what we call span biased, that extremely favors somebody who's much taller than others. So it's not an easy job being a route setter. You have to set for the difficulty. It can't be too easy or too hard. You can't. You have to take consideration of the safety of the climbers. You need to work with the wall profile. and the volumes and tiles that are available. It's a full-time job. Our route setter from France, actually, that's his full-time job. He's
Definitely, he has a host of experience
the
overseas.
international and local route setter. He sets for the French National Cup, the French National Youth Team trainings. He sets routes for them.
A lot of experience under his belt right now.
Okay, that's Patrice on 2 and Vanessa on 8, resting next to the crescent half moon volume thing. Actually, I tested this route and I got to the point of the second bonus.
Uh-huh.
So I hope the rest of the NUS girls will be able to do it as well.
I hope
That's
so
right.
too.
She needs to lower herself and lean over. It's exactly what she's decided to do. And then she's got to pinch that tip, you know, where you can...
The apex over there.
the apex, that's right.
She decides to go for bonus 2 first. Wedges herself.
Pushing, wedging into the corner. But by now, the judge would have awarded her with the bonus 2 marks. Allez, Vanessa, come on.
Still, oh.
Oh.
On the left of the screen, on problem 2, we have Janice Lim once again. Stronghold on bonus 1.
And bonus 2. And she doesn't.
Doesn't make it. The footholds are
Are
extremely
tiny.
small.
They're not just tiny. Some of them are practically flat. But our climbers have special shoes. They don't just wear any regular shoes to climb. We have specialized climbing shoes, and these shoes have the same rubber on their soles as the rubber used in F1 racing tires.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, now you do. Yes, special rubber for special climbing shoes.
Hello.
Just about 35 minutes left on the clock for...
No.
Alicia Chow on problem 4. She was on the first bonus, but I also know she's climbing through an injury. She injured her wrist while testing routes for Boulderactive once again.
This shows the dedication our team has for Boulderactive.
Yeah, our whole team not only sets and tests, but they're also behind the whole organization and planning of this competition. Our route judges. Can you imagine sitting in a chair judging climbers climbing for 5 hours in a day?
It's not an easy task.
Not at all.
But after a while, the hands get a bit sweaty, a bit
That's
itchy,
right.
itching for a climb
Ali
themselves. too.
Juan. Tan Juan on volume, on the blue volume now. She's on problem 6. She's
Oh,
doing pretty well for somebody who's quote unquote not been training and is quote unquote very weak. She's already topped one route, I think,
I think
problem
so too.
4, and a couple of bonuses here and there. 35.5 minutes left for our open women.
but
As
that
I
was-
said, we're looking for the top 20 to get into our semi-finals. Semi-finals will be tomorrow morning. So tune in to catch us live, or come down to Funan Digital Live Mall if you're in Singapore. There's no excuse at all. We're in the heart of Singapore, and you should come visit the mall anyways, because it is closing down, and for renovations, it's gonna revamp and prettify this place. And because of that, there's a lot of crazy closing down sales happening at all the shops and vendors here at Funan Digital Life Mall.
For those wondering how our girls are doing right now, you can log on to ba.crimp.rocks to check out the live scores. That is ba.crimp.rocks. Saw them holding phones, all them. Yeah, right. I think this a bit lag, right? Oh no, see how. No. I really cannot spot the Indonesian climbers.
On problem 8 now, we have Fitri, who's actually, according to the Crimp app that Colin was talking about, if you log on to ba.crimp.rocks, you can actually find out who's climbing. So on 8, we have Fitri, and on 2, that's Li Ting. And coincidentally, both Fitri and Li Ting are leading on the leaderboard right now, first and second of session 1. Each with more than 5 tops. Li Ting has 5 tops. She's looking for her 6th. Fitri has 6 and looking for her 7th. And
Could
is that it? Indeed, that is her 7th top.
So for Fitri, she only has one more route to complete, and there's more than 30 minutes on the clock.
She has left Route 1 unattempted so far. If you're looking at the live scores on ba.crimp.rocks, ba.crimp.rocks, you can take a look at what is written on their scores. It goes FT, small b or big B, and F stands for flash. So that means they have topped the route in a single attempt. And I have to remind you that these climbers have never seen these routes before until this very moment when they started the session, just about half an hour ago. They've never climbed on these routes. They have never seen them. For them to be able to finish it in one attempt, it's just amazing. And the small b refers to the first bonus, and the big B is the second bonus. Yep. This Crimp app is amazing stuff. We get results live. You get all the action streaming live as well. What's better than that? Being down here with us.
Definitely.
Catching the action live for yourself.
Soaking into the atmosphere yourself.
So now Vanessa is on problem 2. Second bonus. Vanessa is also very high up on our leaderboard, 3rd after Fitri and Li Ting. Vanessa is of course representing kinetics climbing. She's got 5 tops but 4 flashes, so trailing Li Ting by a single flash. Let's see if she can send this final problem. She's trying to knee that bonus tile because she can't bring her foot up.
As you can see, climbing is not about arm strength only. It's a lot about technique and flexibility. It's all about being graceful on the wall as you climb.
And Vanessa fails to connect. Sometimes certain routes are more difficult for certain climbers. So she finished 5 routes, and all those 5 were probably what we call her style. She's not very used to cramping herself in a corner or balancing and things like that. Everyone's cheering now for Patrice as she attempts once again problem 3.
Will she finish it this time?
She needs to stand up on that teardrop and push against the pink volume. Doing great. She's got one hand there.
And
And that is a top, ladies and gentlemen. Patrice, our current captain of the NUS climbing team. Very well done. So much fight. Jovin now on problem number 8. And Charmaine on 2. Charmaine also has 5 tops. This is her first attempt on problem number 2. She's left the slab wall, the extreme left of this span of wall we have here at Boulderactive. She of course is looking to flash that. That's the best you can do in a climb. But no, she falls after getting the first bonus. Now we have Sufan on Route 1.
trying to find a way across to the blue tile over there. Inching closer. She has
Very
bonus
nice.
one.
Oh no. So if you're practicing your squats, this is a good route for you.
Definitely. On Route 8. grabbing all
Jovin
our
is doing
bonus
something
two.
quite different. This was
Oh.
not intended, but it got her to the second bonus. Like I said, you have to kind of lean to the left side and then match hands and go up that way. Ooh, what a nice dyno there by Wailing.
Something different, dynamic action as well. Moving pretty good.
Attempting Route 1, we have Janice Lim. Trying to figure her way out across to the second volume.
It's a lot to do with trusting your footwork here. If you are not one who enjoys precise foot placements and stepping hard and precisely, you will hate this kind of routes.
Oh. Yeah.
Fitri, the top qualifier thus far, having finished 7 routes, she's finally walked her way to her 8th. That's the slab wall. She needs to be very careful with where she places her foot now. Both foots are just both foots. Both feet are back on the starting volume. She's gonna take a break.
She's taking some time to evaluate herself, chalking up her shoes to increase the friction.
Yeah, that volume's quite slippery.
Very. It may not appear on screen, but I can tell you it's not an easy one to step on. Making a second attempt across. Seems to be a pretty good.
She needs to
hold.
get it on the other side, to be honest. Yes, that's right. Clearly, this is not something she's used to. She's just gonna chill out here on the volume.
She's attempting another beta.
Probably.
Could this work for her? She shakes her head. Back on the first volume again.
Samula.
These climbers are not. Doesn't have a time limit,
They don't have a time
Time
limit
is-
on the wall.
so they can take their time, slowly figure things out.
Because if you step on the left side, you can't get over
To the,
to the other side. That's
body-
right.
Yeah.
See, climbers have a tendency to trust their hands more than their feet, which is not a good thing. She's never going to be able to reach that bonus in this position.
The bonus is far too...
Oh, and she loses her flash.
But it's
Which is why she was so-called hogging the wall. She didn't want to come down because the flash attempt counts. The others don't. So anything from 2 to 200 does not affect your results. We're ranking our climbers based on number of tops. So a top is when you get 2 stable holes on the very last tile of a route, marked in yellow, followed by the number of flashes, the number of routes that you completed in a single attempt, a single try, followed by bonus 2s, how many bonus 2s you've collected, and how many bonus number 1 you were able to get.
We have Janice Lim making her way to bonus 1. With the right feet on the right side of volume is... Oh. So close.
And then we have Wei Ling, alumni of NTU. She is up on problem 2. And Teo Su Fen, problem 6. She can't figure out the start though. And now Jovin on 8. Look at how much chalk there is on Wei Ling's pants. Climbers do like this, chalk, 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 and then they pat it off. And now she's like got more chalk on her pants than in her chalk bag.
And her hands too.
She manages to step up high, but that might be an issue because, okay, she's tall enough.
Route 2 demonstrates how...
There we go. Everyone's cheering now for Sufan. But she does not make it to the second bonus. This route was somewhat set by Florian as well. He's responsible for the blue cap on top of the orange triangle. He's like, I don't want them to hook on something so nice. That's right. Juan Min now on 7, and she does a really nice knee jam. Oh, so close. But she chooses not to go to the first bonus, so she's not going to get any points.
Fitri making some progress on route number 1. She has a
She no longer has a flash attempt though.
Yeah, but this is her last route.
That she has yet to top. That's amazing stuff. All 7 other routes she's done. Number 8, she's got 20 minutes. The session climbers, these climbers from session 1 have 20 minutes to get some rest and then give it their all for the other routes here.
the 300 one, slowly making a way onto. Oh,
So despite finishing all 7 routes, you can see that some of these climbs still prove a challenge to these climbers. Wei Ling attempting the bonus on 3. I tested this one as well. It's not easy to catch the teardrop, but she does it.
comfortably. She moves on to bonus 2.
That's a very nice heel hook.
She has to find a way to get both her legs, possibly onto the teardrop. She said, oh.
If you've just joined us here, this is the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016. You're currently witnessing the Open Women Qualifiers. We are on session 1 of 2 sessions. This is a new session format that we're adopting from the North Face Cup in Japan. And climbers actually have 8 routes to climb in an hour, and they climb in a detail of about 20 other climbers. They can help each other, they can watch each other climb, and they may go to any route in any order. If at all, they can completely skip a route. So this is quite different from the rotation format that we're used to. Currently on your screens, you see Fitri. She's attempting the only route she has yet to top. Problem number 1, which is on the extreme left of our walls. It's a slab.
Oh, do you see that hole that she's trying to hold?
Yeah, that's a foothold actually, but you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. And Vanessa as well. She's on problem 8.
What this format actually allows is it allows the climber the freedom to choose what climb they want to do first and what climb they want to do, what climb they want to skip, and this gives them a slight advantage in the sense that they know what they're strong at and they know what they can do in one attempt.
Yeah, they get to consider all 8 of them first and then plan their strategy. Usually in a rotation format, they have to go from 1 to 5 or however many routes there are.
In sequence.
In a planned sequence decided for them by the organizers and the route setters. So Ahmad, which route do you think is the hardest one here?
Most definitely Route 1. As you can see, there are very few competitors trying the Route 1, and Route 1 on itself looks like there's nothing there, and
There is nothing there.
there is nothing there, and that is a real a slab problem, I would say, is a real problem because most people don't have experience doing it enough, considering how the gyms usually lack a slab wall.
That's right.
That's right, yeah. So it is definitely on the top list of the hardest climbs here.
It is the hardest route objectively, also because not a single person in our session has finished the routes. I'm looking at our live scores. If you want to see what I'm looking at, it is the Crimp app live updated scores. You can go on to ba.crimp.rocks and they'll tell you who's climbing, and you can match that with the video stream that you're watching right now. You can also see how the girls are doing with the live scores. F stands for flash, T for top, big B for the second bonus, and then small b for the first bonus closer to the ground. So Jovin now on problem 2. She's reaching on towards bonus 1. And that's Wei Ling on 8.
But if you really want to catch the action and the atmosphere, do drop here at Funan IT Mall to catch Boulderactive 2016 live. Oh.
Wei Ling has made her way to the
Someone has made
Half
progress.
moon.
Someone has made progress on Route 1. Can she do it? Ale Bacho.
and Alicia Chow.
Trying Route 7.
She's crimping the Tron discs for all their worth.
Ale Bacho, come on.
And Dori Fatus with a top on problem 3. Climbers have about 12 minutes left. They've been pushing hard for the last 50 minutes. This whole session lasts for an hour. It's like a very intensive gym session.
Yeah, it is indeed. And here you can see Patrice once again trying Route 8, which has been elusive to her so far.
Speaking of elusive, Fitri yet again on this route. She's only got the first bonus. No one else has gone beyond the first bonus.
The thing about opens is that everyone has a choice of how they want to do the routes, and if you're
Oh,
oh yes, oh so close.
Patrice is really, really close now. Rachel having issues starting this problem. I don't blame her. I tried this. It is close to impossible to even start.
Don't doubt that these girls are so strong, and even though they look so ladylike. And here we see Lim Janice trying her best on Route 7.
She jams her knee against the volume. She's gonna hook back on the right ball there. She's unable to do it, but she's got a big smile on her face.
That's
I really
good.
like how the climbers are having fun here.
Yeah, that is the best thing about climbing. It
The
is
true spirit of a competition is not about, being better than the other person, but it's
enjoying the climb.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
These routes have been very, very painstakingly set.
And do we have
That's
the second guy,
Shi Li
the
Ting.
second lady, sorry.
Shi Li Ting from Climb Asia. Not a stranger in the local climbing scene.
And she is the second climber to finish Route 8.
After Fitri, that's right. She's on the ground now, sharing her beta, her strategy with the other climbers who are probably just resting for a bit. They still got 10 minutes left.
Just a quick time check. We have our competitors have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. And right now, ranking top, we have 5 climbers with 7 tops. 5 climbers with 7 tops. Most of them have left problem number 1 incomplete. Route number 1 still poses quite a challenge
do we
to our
have someone
climbers.
actually progressing on route number 1?
All right, now we have
Fitri Hartani.
Fitri Hartani on route number 1.
Can she finish it? This is going to be her last route, and looking at the time, it might be the last attempt on route 1.
The crowd is up in cheers for her as she slowly makes her way. She has bonus 2 already. She has to step on that really tiny foothold.
Can she do it? She's gonna jump. It seems like she's gonna jump.
Ending tile seems to be good. Will she trust the foothold?
Right, Sufan with a good end on route 7. And now we're looking at Janice on route 6. But everyone's eyes are on route 1, Fitri, and she gets the top one. That is the first send of route 1.
Fitri Hartani from
From
All
Indonesia.
Sports Equipment. She's the first competitor to finish all 8 routes with less than 1 minute on clock. On route 7 we have Patrice from NUS. Our hands are stable on bonus 2. Oh, that could be our last. All the way. Yeah.
Alright, and and Li Ting is going to give her hand at route 1 after seeing Fitri complete her route. Oh, she gets the bonus. Oh!
Our
Call
climbers have 9 seconds left.
9 seconds on the clock. It's the last desperate time for
Well,
any
they
sense
climbed
that they have. Oh! Jenny is trying to get the bonus. And the whistle blows and marking the end of this session.
That was detail 1. Detail 1 for our open women qualifiers. Upcoming onto the mat, we have detail 2.
Sunday, I am black now. Now, Colin, do you see all the climbers are checking out the routes and maintenance is happening right now before the actual event starts for session 2?
Our climbers from the newest detail have 3 minutes to inspect their routes and choose their routes. Just to remind you guys online, this is our newest session format for our open women. So in a session format,
between 8 climbers will be climbing within 1 hour to attempt their best at 8 routes set by our route setters here in NUS.
In detail 2, we have from All Sports Equipment in Climber Felicia Lee. From Nanyang Polytechnic and Team On-Site, Iris Lee. NTU, Lynette. Also from Team On-Site, Daryl.
And it seems that we also have with us a few Indonesian climbers from Balikpapan, Novi, probably sisters, I guess. Liana Nicole from Guru Rock Climbing Gym. Panapon Kun Boriwan from Pilpatana School. And Betty Nawafatus from Jawa Barat Climbing, along with Salsabila.
As you can see, our climbers are getting ready for their first climbs, respectively.
I think this is a crucial period for the climbers to actually have a sense of which are the routes that are the best for them. Colin, do you think so?
I think so too. Our climbers have 1 hour to complete all 8 routes. So they have to plan their climbs properly and not to tie out too early.
Janet. And now we have Janet being the first to attempt the routes in session 2 of NUS Boulderactive Open Women's Qualifying.
She's going strong on Route 3. She has her hand firmly on bonus 2. Could she make the first sand for detail 2?
I guess she will be the conductor for the Choo Choo Sand Train for detail 2. And she flashes the route easily. Shuhui from
The ladies are witnessing right now, right here in detail 2. They're all from the open women's category. They're the best of the best we have to offer.
Do catch us live here at Funan IT Mall Boulderactive 2016 to soak in the atmosphere and the strength of all the climbers here. And here we see Lynette Ko attempting route number 5? No, route number 4, I'm sorry. All the girls making it look easy, but don't be fooled, guys. These routes are hard. Lynette finishing beautifully on route number 4. Once again, the climbers will find route 8 to be a problem for them to really solve in order to get the sand.
It's definitely... Route 8 is primarily made out of large volumes, making it slightly more difficult to read as there are a plethora of options, hold options for them.
And here we have Felicia giving a hand at route number 3, making it look easy, but given her injury, she's going to give her best, I am sure of it. We see Daryl making it look easy again, along with Betty on route number 6, going for the finish style, and she sends it.
Is that Judith we see on route number 7? Yes, it is.
One of the alumni from NUS.
She's no stranger to the climbing scene. She's trying to figure a way out to reach for the blue end tile there marked out in yellow.
Colin, do you know that she just competed in the Vail World Cup in the States?
Yeah, I've heard so. I've seen foot.
I wonder how different it must be competing in the States and competing in Singapore.
Definitely different countries, different styles. For those at home tuning in, just to remind you guys that if you want to catch up on the action over here, do come down to Funan Digital Life Mall. We'll be here till Sunday tomorrow for the finals.
You got this.
So right now we are looking at route 2. This is Liana. She actually came from Philippines. So together with her brother, they actually competed last year as well.
I see, I see. How is she doing right now? If you're wondering how she's doing right now or how any of our competitors are doing right now, please log on to ba.crimp.rocks to see their live scores. That's ba.crimp.rocks.
Right now on your left screen, you will see Tianing. She actually podium finish in the recent competition Pump Fest. So she's actually from Serangoon Junior College and currently in the army working. Yeah, she works in the army.
Ah, I see.
So do not be fooled by this long-haired girl. She'll beat most of you. Shout you to do PT. And right now we see Felicia on the right of the screen. Seems like she's spotting an injury on her knee. She was actually out for a while from competing, occupying herself with route setting, but now she's back.
Many of our competitors are sporting different types of injuries, but they still press on and climb hard. This shows us the level of dedication.
Two
Easy
tops at both of our screens. That's right. Sorry, this is Patrice right now speaking to you. I actually just finished competing. I was from detail 1. And actually right now, I think I kind of strained my shoulder.
So how do you find the routes, Patrice?
They're quite challenging, but it's quite fun. And I realized I really need some endurance. I was panting after like a few attempts.
Definitely. This new session format gives our competitors an hour to try out 8 different routes. So our competitors must find their own pace to not tire out too early into the session.
Yeah. So right now, ladies still have less than 40 minutes to climb. You can see Judith. She just came back from Vail. She was actually in US just a few days ago. So she came back just in time for BA.
She seems to be trying to figure a way out. Oh, she's resting there on the
This
theatre
route
wall.
is actually set by Yikai from Team NUS Climbing. So I actually finished this, but I was really struggling with that volume. Like, the left leg feels really unsteady.
She got one hand on the end tile.
And she needs to push up on that tile.
I'll aid Judith. Come on.
I think she would need to stand.
She gets 2 legs. And the volume. One on. Come on.
The
Will
wall
that be
is
a
a bit
top? Will
inclined.
that be a top? Nice one. Nice stop by Judith Sim on route number 3.
We'll see if Lynette also finishes this route. She seems like she's cruising.
Don't be fooled by these ladies. These routes are not easy at all.
So our Climb Asia athlete, right at the Climb Asia sticker, finishing the route. So actually, only top 20 of our girls will make it to the semis. So right now on the right of your screen, we have Betty. Betty is from Indonesia. So BA really attracts climbers from across the region. So for those who are watching us right now from overseas, from Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, a very good afternoon to you. So right now we are actually at Funan Digital Life Mall here in Singapore, watching the last detail for the females, and after that we will have a change over to the open men category. So right now Ayanga finishing route 1. Ayanga is actually one of the veterans in this climbing community, showing us how it is done.
That age is not a factor at
Yep,
all.
speaking of age is not a factor, we have one young athlete right now on the right screen, Jenna, really showing us how it is done.
We've got 27 minutes left for this session of open women climbers. This is session number 2, and they have 8 routes to climb. Some of them set by our guest route setter from France, Florian Escoffier. Actually, on your screen right now, on the right side, the one that Felicia is on was a route set by Florian. Panning over to route number 6. Problem number 6 seems to be a problem to start for Pei Shan from Malaysia. Can she get 4 points on it? No.
And right now we are here catching Boulderactive live and US Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016 right here at the heart of Funan Digital Live Mall. I am Nurul, bringing to you the open women category. And I think I'm with Ashley right now.
Yes.
Is that right? And I
you
think
might not recognize my voice.
That's right, because I think she has actually ran out of voice. Yeah, steam. Well, I'm here to give her more support. Well, on the right side, can you take a look on the right side of your screen? That's Shi Hui.
Tan Shi Hui
Oh, with
representing Climb Asia.
That's right, with her awesome dreadlocks getting up there. I saw Judith Sim completing the route
Wow,
early
she
on.
doesn't have to cut loose. Some of
That's
them
right.
have to jump for the last towel.
Oh dear. All right, then that's good for her. Oh, on the left side, we just saw Janet. Janet just fell off. And Pei Shan's all the way from Malaysia. Am I right, Ashley?
Yep, she's here for Boulderactive.
And Ujjayu, I think he's from Indonesia.
She's representing all sports.
That's right. So all of our competitors, we have competitors from different countries, from
Indonesia, Malaysia, Australia. We've got an Australian climber here with us.
We do Australian. Who is that?
I'm looking for a name right now. Rosalind Charlotte Blake. I think that's her. She's not on the wall right now.
That's right. On the left-hand side of the wall, that's Farah Hanisa Chan.
So Nurul is now cheering Farah on, who's on problem 2, left side of your screen. Bonus 1 trying to reach over now to bonus number 2. She gets it. Meanwhile, Jana on the right side of your screen, a very young, very strong climber. She's only 16 years old. Farah tops, Jana doesn't. And Betty now on problem number 8, as well as Salsabila on 1.
That's right, and we also just saw a top by Farah Hanisa just now. I'm glad that all our competitors are actually doing very well on these routes. Well, it really depends how our competitors fare, and how our competitors fare actually shows how our route setters are actually doing, whether they've set the routes properly or not, or they have set a route only for certain groups of people. And that is the hard part of being a route setter.
Yeah, I was talking about how it's not just about setting the appropriate difficulty. It can't be too easy, too hard. You can't have the route to be what we call span bias. So a span bias is when it has an advantage for taller people as opposed to those who are short. You can't make a route impossible for shorter climbers. You also have to work with the profile of the wall and the tiles and volumes you're given.
That's right. And in this competition, have you explained to them what the format is? Like,
Yeah, I did say a couple of times, but yes, the session format is new. We're introducing it for the first time this year. We like to bring new things to Boulderactive every year to improve the experience for our climbers. So the session format involves our open category only. So for the qualifying rounds, they actually climb for a whole length of an hour.
Oh dear,
8
1 hour?
routes with the rest of their climbers.
Uh-huh. And I think that we are actually following the IFSC format. Is that no?
No, we've adopted this from
Oh.
the North Face Cup in Japan.
Ah, I see. Yes. I'm sorry. The North Face Cup in Japan. That's right.
So every route has a starting position, as you can see on the left side. She's on the starting position. 4 yellow tapes indicate the 4 limbs that must be in those positions before moving on to the rest of the route. The 2 blue tapes, one comes after the other, is bonus 1 and then bonus 2. Lastly, the final yellow tape. That is the final tile that will give you points for topping the route. So that's Judith now on problem 1. She's got past bonus tile number 1, looking to get, she's unable to get to that tiny little screw on the side there. Hi Jen, thanks for joining me.
No problem. Ashley?
How were the routes? We saw you on the routes earlier on.
It's definitely not easy routes. All 8 routes require so much effort.
Effort, flexibility, agility, flexibility.
I really admire a lot of these open women climbers. Some of them hold full-time jobs
Yes.
and still find time to, put in effort to train, put in the time to work hard, and their efforts are definitely paying off. And we'll definitely be seeing some of these working class warriors coming back tomorrow for the semifinals.
That's right. We're looking for the top 20 women out of 47. We had 47 competitors in this qualifying round. Looking to more than half of them actually. Sorry, less than half of them will be making it to the semifinals, followed by the finals that will be happening tomorrow.
That's right. So the top 20 climbers for today from the qualifying round will make it tomorrow for the semifinals. Before we pick the final top 8, I believe.
6.
Top 6? Top 6.
20 in semifinals and then 6 in finals. Tan Shihui, one hand on the higher bonus tile, 1 move away from the top. And she gets it. She needs 2 hands. There she goes, Miss Dreadlocks.
And then we see Liana on problem number 2, also making her way to the final hold. We're looking for that finish. Problem number 2. As you can see, is so much flexibility required. And yep, she got it.
So which was your favorite route?
Oh,
The one you topped.
it's difficult to find a favorite, but I would say let's try problem number 4, only because I managed to finish it.
All right, our climber from Australia, Rosalind. She's up on 3.
Yeah, Rosalind, all the way from Australia. She joined us at POMFest
Yes,
week,
just
I
last
believe.
weekend, that's right.
And here she is again, hoping to land a spot in the top 20. After
She's got
today.
one hand. She needs to push against it. Okay, Judith is going one more time on problem 1. And Janet as well, one more time on 8. I think 1 and 8 are harder routes. Very few tops we've seen. Jude is still unable to rock over and stay in the wall. 17 minutes for the rest of our climbers.
And now Audrey giving it a go on problem number 2. It's definitely not an easy problem if you can see from those watching the live feed. Those footholds are really, really tiny.
Minuscule. And that's a top by Janet. Meow. Janet from, who does she represent? Meow Meow Land again? No, All Sports Equipment, that's right.
And Shi Hui there on problem number 1.
Joining her on the right side of the screen, that's Kaylee. Kaylee is actually not an open women climber, but she has taken on the challenge to compete in this higher category anyway. So our climbers are really pushing themselves, pushing boundaries.
And if you see on the left side of the screen, that's Jana T. She's representing Springfield Secondary School as well as on-site climbing gym. Definitely one of the youngest climbers in
Yes,
this
that's
category.
right.
And it's amazing to see how the sport has grown locally with all these young climbers stepping up their game and taking on the veterans in the open category.
That's right. I would say she's actually probably half the age of some of the climbers taking part today. And in fact, she's younger than this competition itself. Boulderactive, this is the 19th year that we are organizing this competition. She's 16. She was born after Boulderactive was born. Shi Hui got to the first bonus there. And Rosalind now on route number 6.
If you are looking forward to more action, well, we'll be here again tomorrow. Same place, Trina Digital Live Mall. Right now we have the open women category. What's her name?
Rosalind.
Rosalind.
And Rosalind going strong. Come on, Rosalind. Where is she from?
Australia.
I think Rosalind's from Australia. The sling lasagna.
Jana looking very strong now on 7. One move from the end. I've seen some shorter climbers have to dyno for this, so their entire foot has to cut loose. Unfortunately not Felicia. And she tops problem 2 with an injured knee and ankle. In fact, her ankle injury was from this morning. These climbers just don't know when to quit. And we have very good friends on the wall now, Shi Hui and Lynette, climbing buddies, colleagues. roommates sometimes.
Alright, Lynette on problem number 8, trying to figure out the beta. It's not an easy route.
Did you know who said this route?
Well, I have come to learn of it after climbing. Definitely some body contortion, some figuring out of the moves on the final problem. It's
She's
not
getting
easy.
there.
Yeah. Just one final move.
The camera can't pick it up, but there's a tiny foothold that her right foot is on. 12 minutes for our ladies in this session, the second and final session of the Open Women qualifying round.
Now both Daryl and Liana giving it a go on problem number 2, as well as
6.
problem number 6.
If you want to know how our girls are doing thus far, you can log on to this website, ba.crimp.rocks. Thanks to our Crimp app developed exclusively for Boulderactive by an NUS climber, for climbers. This is the Crimp app that allows all these results to be updated live as they happen. You can even find out which climber is on which wall. So ba.crimps.rocks, you can find out who's leading at the moment and how all the other climbers, maybe your friends, your family members, are doing. At the moment, it's still Fitri who's the only girl from the earlier session to have finished every single route set with 5 flashes. We've got a few ladies with 7 tops. Li Ting, Bacho, Dian, Dori Fatus. Janet follows closely after with 6 tops and 5 flashes. Janet and Vanessa and Charmaine and Judith and Shihui all with 6 tops. So that's the top 10 girls for you. Still 10 minutes. Plenty of time to shake up the leaderboard here.
And that's Judith on problem number 8. Making that very difficult last move.
She changes her right heel hook to a
Let's see.
step. Ale Judith, she's really struggling on this, but there she goes. 1 hand on it, 2 hands. What a nice top. She sticks her tongue out. Also looking for a center on problem 2, that's Janet. Tops all around. 6.5 minutes left for our climbers. And this is the Open Women Qualifiers. If you just joined us here, this is the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive, a bouldering competition that we hold annually. And this year we are at Funan Digital Life Mall once again. Third year we're here. Third year we've got the amazing Black Diamond as our title sponsor. So climbers now in the Open Women category are fighting for the top 20 positions to join us tomorrow morning at the semi-finals. And coming right up after the Open Women Qualifiers, we have our Open Men Qualifiers. So right now you're watching the Elite Women. Wait till you see the Elite Men. The routes are gonna be way harder and so much more exciting.
Just a little over 5 minutes to go for this detail in the Open Women category. And then we can see that these ladies are not giving up. They've been climbing for
55 minutes.
Imagine what you can do with 55 minutes. These ladies have been non-stop climbing. And they're still pushing for the tops, the bonuses.
Pei Shan from Malaysia here. She trains really hard, not just climbing, but also in the gym. Let's hope her training has paid off. I'm gonna check on the results right now, just very quickly. Let's see if anything has changed. Oh yes, it has. Judith has bumped herself up to second position alongside Xu Liting with 7 tops and 5 flashes. Route number 1 is still elusive to her. She's not yet topped that route.
1.5 minutes left for qualifying. Stay calm and keep on pushing forward. These final minutes of the clock are essential. You're going to make every single one of your lives count.
We're looking at problem number 8 there, Felicia.
Unable to get the top.
And you can see the kind of support that Uyanga is getting on problem number 3. She's getting videos from the members of the audience, and you know that's kind of part of the competition as well. The support from the audience. These climbers you see climbing on the walls right now would not be where they are without their supporters.
That's right. It's really very different when you have your friends and your teammates cheering you on. Rosalind here, so far away from home, competing and giving it her all in her very first time competing here in Singapore. She was at Pump Fest last weekend. Shihui now giving it a go on 8.
And Liana giving it a go on 1.
Both these routes are proving to be a big challenge for our girls. And there Shihui goes, oh, just fingertips away. She looks at the clock. 2 minutes left.
And that's Daryl.
On the right side of your screen, yeah.
Yep.
And
Daryl.
Betty.
I'm sorry, Ashley. Daryl representing Team Onsite here on problem number 6. Getting the first bonus and looking to get that second and also the top.
1 step closer. I can tell you who's responsible for that blue volume on top of the orange triangle that is making it so difficult for climbers to hook or step. You got to credit Florian for that idea to cover that triangle with a mushroom top.
That's right, 1 minute, just less than 1 minute left on the clock. This is your chance to go into the semi-final round. And let me remind you, only the
And those at home watching, I don't know if you can feel it, but the atmosphere over here is going crazy. With 30 seconds left, everybody fighting,
Everybody's
wants.
on the wall.
Let's go hard or go home for these ladies. Looking for the top 20 qualifiers.
Lynette on bonus number 2. Uyanga is on the wall. Shihui is on the wall. 14 seconds. She's pushing so hard. What about Lynette? Can she get a top in 7 seconds? She's not giving up, that's what I know. And that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining us for the Open Women Qualifiers.
And that concludes the Open Women Qualifiers. We will know the results really soon.
Yep.
And we're just gonna have a changeover right now. And meantime, we're gonna get ready for the Open Men.
The Open Men Qualifiers, we are expecting over 80 Open Men climbers. So our F1 crew is gonna take over, change the routes a little bit
And we'll see you back here
in about an hour.
at the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016.
Ciao.
Otaki, performance climbing shoe, precise, supportive and structured. Ideal for climbing on crags, walls and boulders. Double Velcro closures for quick closure and precision. P3 system construction. Heel shell with innovative S-heel. Maintains perfect stability in torsion. Abrasion resistance coating for toe hooks. Vibram excess edge 4mm sole. Otaki, precise and sharp, like a samurai's word. Squama, sensitive, snug-fitting, flexible climbing shoe, ideal for top performance both on rock walls and in the gym. Maximum sensibility and precision. S-heel allows perfect stability in torsion, enhancing performance for heel hooking. Sole in 2 parts to enhance longitudinal flexibility. Protective, ultra-grippy rubber insert for overhangs. Vibram XS Grade 2, 4mm sole. Squama. It fits like a skin, it protects like a scale.